Alright, let's do it. Another update. Another small update. I feel like I start every single video with this is a small update. And this one's partially small because the last one was so freaking late that it's been only a couple of weeks. And then Resident Evil 4 Remake came out. And if you're following any through line here, this is originally about my Resident Evil inspired RPG Maker game. So obviously, big Resident Evil fan, so that took up a little bit of my time. I think the remake's great, really enjoyed it, but it's tough to let's just go off the sidebar immediately. It's tough for me to decouple it from the original game. Like I can't really review or like which one's better, this is better, that's better. I'm like, no, it's just Resident Evil 4. Like it feels so aligned. Like it feels like a modern Resident Evil 4. And I never really had any problems since I played it when it came out, Resident Evil 4, with the controls. Like I don't care. That's how it always was, right? That's what I expect and that's what I like. Anyway, diatribe over. Great game, but that was distracting as well. Anyway, blah blah blah. Things are happening. And speaking of that RPG Maker game, I ended up getting an idea for a separate game, and that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm using this opportunity to actually because it's a much smaller game. I'm shooting for like an hour and a half. Story based, primary. Like there will be a little bit of combat, but it is primary story. And the bar's got to go. We're just gonna go to the map. But I'm using this game to kind of just get more practice and to learn what I can learn about doing cutscenes and things like that. Actually, we're gonna go over here so I can use that for the what's happening? Put it right here. I think that's where it goes for the main game. So this is my project, and I don't want to spoil the story, even though like how many people are going to see this, how many people are even going to play it, but I want to put this game out to be done, to put out a thing, right? And I want to talk about the whole experience. This is the whole video. I'm trying to make this quick because every single video it's like, oh, this is going to be 5 minutes because there's nothing to happen, and then I just ramble on again and again. I just need to make sure this works because there's a couple things that I really like. Oh, I put the. Oh, you're doing a bird. I need to put him right there. I'm not sure if I showed this last week, but I'm using this opportunity, like I said, to work on interesting kind of things you can do in cutscenes. And this game takes place over 10 days. I'm almost done with day 2. And I ran into a little bit of a slowdown because there is a little bit of combat, and I had to make some enemies and like, okay, this is the HP value that is reasonable. It's not meant to be challenging, or it's meant to break up the action, although it's breaking up the story with the action. So we're gonna skip forward a little bit. And assuming I put the starting position in the right spot, what I want to show here is the effect I did for when the man wakes up, which is who you're going to be playing as. I actually have 2 different sprites, and they're fading, like one's fading out and one's fading in at the same time. And I just really like the effect. That's what this comes down to. You know what? This is my video, and I want to look at the stupid effect I made. He's about to get up. I think that's a cool effect. It looks good. I love it. But more about actual... Oh, I get to name my character. It's going to be Booba Kabao. Good name. But there's a lot of character movement and even pathing. We're going to go down here to show the next part. I'm advancing it fast. I mean, obviously I'm advancing it faster, but the walking's the speed. Let's see if I change. Oh, that transition's so good now. It used to kind of stop, and then like your character would stop and then it would fade. Like even that looks a lot better. It's just getting the timing down for a lot of these things. Okay, we're gonna go here. I am done looking around. It's this right here. I really like how this came out. And the turning around and the door shutting. Huge fan. Huge fan. Who did a great job? Me. You know what? Let's celebrate victories. I win. I did it. Boruto, whatever his name is. Great job. And then she lives. Oh, the door looks so good. Oh my god. I think I don't know if I had this done with the last video. That's the problem. I need to start writing down like what I did in the interim, because I sure as hell don't remember. But then I have my other save file, which is, how are they both at the same time? What a weird coincidence. What? That doesn't. I don't know. All right, we're gonna go back. You know what? Screw it. You know whose video it is? My video. Oh, I guess the autosave is there too. Fine then. This is the combat I don't want to participate. Was it shift? I can't go through the. Hold on. Wireless keyboard's not connected. There it is. It's like, it's not working. So I used a similar fade transition for this as well. But this couple, they find you. You don't remember anything, and they're kind of just helping you through your day to day as you hopefully regain your memories. And then things start being weird. And if you're paying attention and like really reading into a lot of their dialogue in relation to you, see the fade effect, I really like it. You start to notice something's going on. And by day 5, there's a twist of sorts. A twist might be strong, but it changes what's going on. And then things spiral from there. I'm really happy with the outline I have. Like I know I went over this last time. I have every map done. So like that's done. The world map is done. The inside of your house is done. This bridge place is done. The beach. All this stuff is done. It just comes down to doing the scenes. Like I said, almost done with day 2. Really hoping there's nothing coming out. See, like right here. Let's look at the calendar. Everyone, take a look at your calendars. Everyone, turn your books to page 42. We're gonna learn about equators. I was gonna say Ecuador. Then I was like, I'm gonna mispronounce Ecuador. Is it Ecuador? So let's just mispronounce equators. The video's off the rails. There's nothing I really want to play. I will play Star Wars, but I'm not a huge fan. I wasn't a big fan of Jedi Fallen Order, but I will play the new one. So I'll probably get it around here. I got 2 full weeks to just dink around with Resident Evil 4 Remake and focus more on the game. And I know I say it every single time, but it's sometimes tough. And again, the videos keep me a little bit honest because I want to be held a little bit accountable. I think Zelda comes out the 12th, I think. So I won't have anything going for like a good 2 weeks. Have some Star Wars going on. It's gonna be good. I'm hoping this side quest, this diversion, is not meant to take forever. And I think what it is, like there's 2 things. It's I want to put something out. I want to finish this, have it be a thing, and release it for free, whatever. But it's also allowing me to not continue the Resident Evil inspired game. And even like I'm acknowledging that I am actively using this other game to not work on the one that I have so many of the systems down. Like, there's so much legwork done in the Resident Evil game. I'm at the point where I need to just start making rooms and like filling it out. Like, I have systems in play. Before these updates for this game, I was talking about how I was updating how the game handles items, like the text pop-ups. Like, everything is now accounted for. And there's almost a pressure to that. Like, well, now I can't screw around doing other stuff. I have to actually just start putting things in place. And that game is a lot bigger, even though the scope didn't change. The scope did not change at all, but it ended up being like, this is a lot bigger than I initially thought when I was planning this out. And there's a lot of work to that. But it's fun. I like doing it. I think it's fun. I think doing these videos is fun. I think going into random battles with red spheres is kind of fun. And fighting mushrooms. And also you attack and everyone else, like, you're playing as this, and they just do whatever. Because you're meant to be playing as the guy who doesn't have memories. Let me leave. Okay, that's it. Short video. 11 minutes. I mean, come on. Could have been a lot worse.